All right, kids, today we're going to demonstrate how to apply a stencil to a pound of flesh synthetic tattooable body part. In this case, we're doing a foot. All right, so many of you probably had difficulty putting stencils on. I still have difficulty putting them on. You know, the truth is that the stencil ink doesn't really want to stick to the rubber that good, so you got to kind of do a little surfacing and make a little preparation first to try to get it on as best you can. And go with what you get. So here we go. We're gonna start first. We want to get a little sandpaper or sand block like this. I think I forget what the actual. It's 220 fine. So 220 fine, and then you're gonna just basically kind of buff it out. You know, I've already done this ahead of time to kind of save me time. But you know, take it and you got to get off all the shine and get in those areas real good where you're gonna put your stencil. You want to make sure that you've got you know, all this sort of residue off or whatever the coating is that's on there. That's makes it kind of shiny and sticky. All right. So once you've got it like that, you're going to take a little rubbing alcohol, pour it on yourself a little like napkin here, paper towel. You're just going to clean off the surface real good with rubbing alcohol. Okay. Once you got it nice and cleaned off, just let it sit there for a second. Let it kind of evaporate. Put on a little bit too much, you can just blot it dry too. But the point is to remove it. Oh, look, I got a peeling toe. Anyway, you want to get all that that residue off as best you can, and there's no way to know until you've actually pretty much gone the distance. So we'll find out when we try to apply a stencil here if it's going to stick or not, and if it doesn't, well, shit, that always sucks now, don't it? So the next step is we're going to take our handy old school speed stick. A lot of you old school tattooers remember this. Those of you who are new would be like aghast and say, oh my God, how dare he use such a thing? Well, fucking that's the way it was in the old school days. And this is the way it still is if you know how to do it properly. So what you would do is you would wipe it onto your paper towel like that. All right. See, it's nice and on there. Good. You're going to take it and you're going to rub all over the surface of your tattooable flesh body part. Try to get it in there real good. Get it on there nice. Make sure you got all the area done. Flip it over. Do this again. Rip some more in there. All right. Now, in theory, we should have that on there pretty good. Should be wet, tacky, sticky, a little bit slimy. We're going to take our handy stencil. Here's our pretty zombie here, and we're going to gently hover it over the area that we want to tattoo, and then when we feel like we've got it about placed where we want it, we're going to slowly put it down. We're going to apply it to one corner first. We're going to try to press in very firmly, pressing more than rubbing so that you don't smear if you can. As you notice, I made some slits in it, and that helps to sometimes bend it down areas where it doesn't want to bend or fold. And then you come around here and gently press that down. Hold that there. And you're going to have to kind of, you know, deal with the fact that it's going to potentially overlap a little bit here and there. Hopefully some of you know how to draw. And then we're going to go and find every area we can think of where it may or may not have applied. And we're going to keep pressing down on it because we want to make sure we get this frickin' stencil on there as much as we possibly can, because this is going to be the way that we're going to do a tattoo, right? If we can't see the image, can't very well tattoo it. So hopefully this works. So now we've got it on there, we think. Let's peel it off and see what we got. All right, and as you can see, you know, for the most part, we got a pretty solid stencil there. And now all we can do is tattoo the fucker. All right, so there you go. How to apply a stencil to a pound of flesh, synthetic tattooable body part. In this case, a foot.